Okay, guys. I pray the audio works well on this one. I really do. If not, I will drop the podcast link into the chat. So here we go. Let's get after it. Welcome back, everybody. It's free NBA daily bets. My name's Eric. I'm going to go over the Friday card. You can follow me at Twitter at Easy Money Wins. Again, at Twitter at Easy Money Wins for all my official plays. And then also, please let me know if the volume works in the chat, guys. Please let me know. But yeah, let's get after it. Let's start. First game up, we have the New Orleans Pelicans at the Philadelphia 76ers. And for some reason, it didn't click the 76ers. Just a second, guys. Let me click the 76ers page real quick. Okay, cool. I'm good to go. All right, so Paul George participated in shoot-around this morning. So it looks like he's going to go. Andre Drummond's been ruled out. Kyle Lowry is also ruled out today. And Joel Embiid is also ruled out. So the front court's really thin. It's just really Yabusele, and it's going to be Adam Bona. So it'll be Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George. Yeah, so it's not looking great. Not looking great for the front court there. For New Orleans, let's check them out. Let's see. Looks like Zion Williamson's good to go today, guys. So DeJounte Murray, let's see. He's on the injury report, and Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. So Trey Murphy's ruled out. Herb Jones is ruled out. And Murray's questionable, but he's been playing. So I would expect him to play, guys. I don't know why he wouldn't play, even though he's been questionable. So, yeah, I think we're good to go there. Let me see the schedule for the Pelicans. Okay, so they lost at home against Portland, 119-100, but they were down like 75 to like 40 at halftime. Something really embarrassing. And I mean, it's just kind of the story of the Pelicans' year. I mean, they're embarrassing, honestly. They have enough players, in my opinion, to have a better performances than what they've been showing, and they just haven't been able to do it. So let's see. Philadelphia, they barely beat the Wizards. It was tied. It was like 103-103 the other day. Let me see here. Yeah, they won 109-103 against Washington. Washington was on a back-to-back, and then also the 76ers were off a loss. That's what I keep saying, guys. Like, just because these teams are, off a loss, it's January. They're not going to be like the most motivated to play these games all the time. So, they didn't take the Wizards that seriously. I don't think they covered the first. Well, actually, I think they started kind of fast, but yeah, I mean, they let Washington back in. But at home against New Orleans, off a win against the Wizards, they play at Orlando on Sunday. For the Pelicans, they play at Boston on Sunday. They did win their last road game against Washington. I mean, it is Washington. It is the Wizards. But the Wizards have been kind of okay at home recently. Miami, they were at Miami. They lost by 11. At Houston, lost by 20. At Indiana, lost by 15. Lost by 5 at San Antonio on the second night of a back-to-back. I mean, the line is just a little too high to me, guys. It's plus 5.5 right now. Plus 5, and I like that. I can only look Pelicans. I don't trust the 76ers right now with all these injuries. I mean, it's hard to trust the Pelicans too, but they did have a little bit of life to them when Zion played the other day. So, like, their lineup, if DeJounte Murray plays, it'd be him, CJ McCollum, Zion Williamson, Brandon Boston probably will start. And they got Jose Alvarado on the bench. I don't know, guys. It's not great. It's really not great. I don't like that game a lot, honestly. Over under is at 221. I don't know. Pelicans been playing faster this season, or just no defense. 76ers love to play slow. I kind of like that under, guys. Under 221. Let me see. I know Philly's an under team. Well, actually, they're 16-16. and then New Orleans is 20 and 17 to the over. So I don't know. I like the under 221 there. Um, those are my leans on that game, guys. So okay, next game up. Let's go to the Milwaukee Bucks at the Orlando Magic. Paulo Banchero is going to play for the Magic today, but they're still really injured. Jalen Suggs is out. Gary Harris is out. Let's see who else is out. I mean, obviously Franz Wagner's out. Mo Wagner's out. Yeah. So Suggs and Gary Harris are out. So, Paulo comes back. That's great for them. That is great. I expect them to start picking up their performance to be more consistent. But I don't know, guys. They have this is the second game of a back-to-back. Let me see who played minutes last night. Like anybody heavy? I don't think anybody did. 33 minutes Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 33 minutes Caleb Houston. 30 minutes Goga Bitadze. And that's it. So really nobody played heavy minutes. And for Milwaukee, everyone's probable for them. Dame, Middleton, and Giannis. So they look like they're going to be at full strength tonight. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They're playing good basketball right now. These teams already played once in the NBA Cup knockout round, and Milwaukee won 114-109. They did not cover the number. And man, it's all the way up to plus 6.5. Now, the NBA last night, I've been saying on this podcast, if you're in the NBA, if you bet the NBA, teams that win cover the spread as favorites, or as underdogs. Like if you can pick the team to win, they're going to cover the spread a large majority of the time. Now, last night was a little different. It was the first time where like 3 teams won but did not covered. And honestly, there was a -3 out there, a +3 for Detroit too, so you could have pushed that. But Cleveland won, did not cover. Golden State barely won and covered. So Minnesota won and covered, so that's 2-1. Dallas did not cover, so that's 2-2. Winning the game but not covering. Houston won and covered, so that's 3-2. Phoenix won and covered, that's 4-2. Miami won but did not cover, so that's 4-3. So that's the first time in like a couple, I think like 2 weeks where there's been 3 teams that won but did not cover. So normally you win, you cover a large majority of the time. So let's keep it moving, guys. But what I'm saying that is that I don't know, Orlando. Orlando's feisty, guys. Like they're gonna come at home today, and they're probably gonna play really, really well. I expect them to play really well off a loss. They have been playing well off losses, so I think they do. I think I could only look Orlando. I wouldn't be surprised if they won this game too. Milwaukee on the road, I've noticed they've played better recently, right? They beat at Indiana and they won at Toronto. At Indiana, that's a good win. But before that, I must be getting confused, guys. They're actually playing pretty well on the road. They won 3 out of their last 4 on the road. They're actually doing okay on the road. It's tough because I think Milwaukee wins this game, but plus 6.5 is just too many points against the Magic, in my opinion. The Magic really respond well, so I can only look Magic plus 6.5. The over/under is at 212.5, and Milwaukee's been scoring the ball, but we know Orlando's going to play it slow. I like Orlando to play really well, so that's the case. I mean, Orlando goes under, guys. I mean, they've been in 5 straight games. They've been in almost 8 straight games where one of the 2 teams does not reach 100 points. So they've gone under these totals. Are they? I think they have to be. I think they're literally 8-0 to the under their last 8 games. Orlando is. That is crazy, guys. They've only gone over the total of 200 once. No, twice. 3 times. Sorry. 3 times. But yeah, I think they're 0-8 or 8-0 to the under the last 8 games. That's crazy. You know what? While that trend's still going, I can only look under. Milwaukee's fine with playing defense too. So even though Paulo Banchero's back, like 212, I don't know, guys. For a Magic game, that's really, really high. Okay, next game up. Let's go to Golden State against Indiana. Now, we don't know if Steph Curry is going to play or Draymond Green. I don't see them on the injury report right now, guys. Let me see if anything new popped up. Usually they drop it soon. I don't know. He said he's going to start playing on the second night of back-to-back soon. He says he doesn't know if it's going to be today. That's what he said after the game last night in the win at Detroit. Andrew Wiggins is still out. I think he had a baby, so I think that's why he's out. And so, yeah, I think, the next game's Monday at Toronto, so they have Saturday, Sunday off. Let me see how many minutes Curry played last night. Let's see if he actually has a chance to play tonight. 36 minutes. 35 minutes for Schroeder, 32 for Buddy Hield, 32 for Draymond Green. I don't know, guys. It's January 10th, and the Warriors aren't in a good spot. I wouldn't be surprised if Curry starts playing these back-to-backs. If he doesn't play this back-to-back, he'll probably play the next one, in my opinion. So we gotta see what's going on with that before we get to the window with this one, guys. For the Pacers, let's see the Pacers. Halliburton and Turner are questionable, but Halliburton played last game and he was questionable. Miles Turner missed last game, and that was with the illness that he had. And let's see, they whooped on the Bulls. I'm mad I didn't play that game, guys. I thought about it all damn day. I was like, come on, I got to get the window with the Pacers, and I just didn't do it. And every which way I would have bet it, I would have won. I was thinking Chicago team total under as well, and that would have won too. So, okay. That's all right. We'll get the next one, guys. But the line is +8 for Golden State on the road. Second night of the back-to-back. Over-unders 222 and 223.5. So, I mean, Golden State, they can only win with defense right now. They're not scoring a lot of points. But, I don't know. For Indiana game, for it to only be 222, I like it over. Indiana's going to control the pace, guys. It's 21-16 to the over for Indiana, 56.8%. Golden State is 16-21 to the under, 43% if it's over, 56% to the under. So I like the over. Indiana's at home. I like Indiana team total over. What's that going to be? 222, 111 plus 4, 115.5? Really? 116.5 maybe? I like that, guys. I like that a lot. These two teams just played Monday, December 23rd, and the Indiana won 111, 105. So Golden State's going to want to get them back. This is the last time they play them, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think this is a Indiana spot. I do. Yeah. Okay. That's it for that game, guys. Let's keep it moving. Got the Oklahoma City Thunder at the New York Knicks. For Oklahoma City, they are all healthy except for AJ Mitchell and Alex Caruso. They're out. And obviously Chet Holmgren's out. They're off a loss. They have lost 2 games. They've lost 2 games in a row once this season. I remember that. I bet them at San Antonio. I bet against them on San Antonio, and San Antonio won. That was the NBA Cup night. Let me see here, guys. Them on the road. They're the Thunder. They're really damn good. But they beat the Knicks 3 games ago, 117-107. And New York was winning at halftime, I believe, and after the first quarter. Let me see here. Yeah, 129, 122. They just lost at Cleveland. They play at Washington on Sunday, at Philadelphia on Tuesday. So they're really, not really too concerned about that. New York, let's see what's going on with them. Karl Anthony Towns is questionable, and Miles McBride, he's questionable. I know McBride missed the last game. Karl Anthony Towns played the last game. Let's see where the line's at now. The line got all the way up to +4.5 for New York, the home dog. Let me see here. So New York's +4.5, guys. I think New York wins this game. I do. I think that +4.5 is a good bet. And the reason is just because OKC, I don't think they're invincible. I think, like their last couple games, like they've really done really well in the second half, controlling games, except for at Cleveland. Cleveland controlled the second half, well, especially the fourth quarter. But, Boston at home, they were down at halftime. Same with the Knicks recently. They were down at halftime to Minnesota at home. So I like New York in the spot, guys, and I also like points. I like points. Let me see. Over unders at 225 and a half, 225. I like Knicks points here, guys. I think that's a really good play. Knicks points. Let's see what it'd be. 112 and a half minus 2, 110 and a half. So the Knicks get to 111. Man, I like the Knicks tonight, guys, a lot. I think the Knicks are the play. Even though the Thunder are off a loss, like, yeah, that'll get them, but the Knicks just lost to the Thunder, so the Knicks are going to be motivated as well. I really like the Knicks at home, and I need to see if Karl-Anthony Towns is in. I wouldn't see why he isn't in. I think he's going to be in. I think if you want the plus 4.5, grab it now. But I think I might look towards points here. I think this game goes over. That's the way I look at this game, guys. Over 225 and Knicks plus 4.5. Okay, next game up here. We got the Sacramento Kings at the Boston Celtics. Boston is laying a huge number. There is no. Oh wow, it's at the plus 12. There is a huge tax for playing Boston at home. And I think I made some good money betting against them at home, and I really do believe this is another good spot to do it. And I hate betting on the Kings right now, but the Kings, they're playing really well. Hate these guys so much, man. So annoying, so soft-minded. Honestly, these NBA players are so soft mentally. They're on a 5-game win streak after they had a 6-game losing streak, and they had Mike Brown fired. So that. Their little streak. And it's so annoying. It's like, oh, now the head coach is fired. Oh, now let's start playing better. Like, the reason they lost wasn't because of Mike Brown. The reason they lost was because of the players. Like, they didn't box out on a rebound. And they fell apart against Denver in the first home game. Like, it's just ridiculous, guys. It really is. But yeah, I like them in the spot. They've been off since Monday, so they've been on the East Coast probably for a while. They play Sunday at Chicago, no back-to-back for them. De'Aaron Fox participated in shoot-around, so it looks like he's going to play. But even if he doesn't play, I still like the Kings with plus 12, probably go up to like plus 13, plus 14. Like, I still like them. Let's see for Boston who's going to be playing in this game. I think everybody played last game. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's healthy. Everyone's good to go. Starters and backups are all good to go for Boston. So they're full strength. So that's definitely why this line is a little high. Let's see. It's their first home game since they beat Toronto by 50 points. Home cooking. They've been off since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're off until Sunday against New Orleans at home. Man, this over-under's at 228, 229 and a half. It's kind of all over the place. I like over, guys. I do. I like over a lot. 115 minus 6 is going to be like 109 and a half for the Kings to get over their team total. Man, I think this game goes over a lot. I like it a lot, guys, to go over. I do. I really lean over. I think both these teams rested, especially if De'Aaron Fox is good to go too. Yeah, I like that a lot. I do like that a lot. Okay, so yeah, I'm only looking Sacramento plus 12 and then over 228. That's the only way I can look for that game, guys. Okay, next game up. We got the Washington Wizards at the Chicago Bulls. And I am going to start looking for spots to fade Washington. I am. Not right now in this spot, though, guys. Honestly, So Jordan Poole's questionable. Who else? Alex Sarr is questionable. Rashawn Holmes is questionable. And let's see here. So I don't know. Those guys were out last game, Poole and Sarr, and they only lost by 6 and had a chance to beat Philadelphia. That was on Wednesday. They have Saturday off. They'll be at home Sunday against OKC. Let's see. They just beat Chicago too on January 1st, and they lost to them on November 26th. So they're 1-1 on the season, and it's tough to trust Washington, guys. There's no doubt about that. Them on the road, they lose by double digits all the freaking time. But I don't know, guys. Let's see. The Bulls, they're pretty healthy. Just Ayo Dosunmu's out. Now let's see what's going on. 129. They just lost to the Bulls. Did. This is a Bulls spot, I feel like, guys. I feel like the Bulls turn up in this spot because they just lost to them, and they're coming off a really bad loss. They play well at home. Maybe this is a good spot to fade Washington, guys. Maybe I should pull the trigger on minus 11.5. Let me see if that's where it's still at now. Yeah, minus 11.5. Man, guys. It's hard. It's hard to lay these big numbers in the NBA because you feel so stupid when the team only wins by like 8 points, 5 points, and you're just like, why the heck did I bet them? But the Wizards are bad. But I don't know. They've been playing a little better recently, guys. They have. I mean, I know they got blown up by New Orleans twice and Houston. Then they played well against Philly. Before that, they beat Chicago. Played well against New York twice. I don't know, guys. I'm iffy. I'm iffy on this one. I mean, Chicago can win by a lot. They have shown that. They'll be plenty motivated for this game. You know, Chicago points, I can't talk you off that. I can't talk you off Chicago points. Let's see, the total's high. It's at 243. No surprise there. What's going to be the over-under team total for Chicago? Let's see, 121.5 plus 5, 126.5. Really? It's going to be that high? That's high, guys. That's really high. I kind of lean under 243. I don't necessarily see the Wizards scoring a ton of points here. Their offense is not that great. Wizards team total under might be a good play here, guys. What would that be? That'd be like 116.5, something like that. 115.5. So I think the final score is gonna be like 115 to 227. Huh. Man, that's I don't know, guys. I honestly, it's a Bulls spot, but they still don't respect the Wizards. I lean minus 11.5. I don't feel great about it. And then I lean under 243. Okay. Last game up, we've got the Brooklyn Nets at the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets have been without Jokic for the past 2 games because of the illness. He is still questionable today with that illness. I don't know. It's been like 3 or 4 days since he got it. So, I don't know. He might be on the mend, as they say. Might be feeling a little bit better. Yeah, he might be feeling a little bit better, guys. I don't know. Let's see the injuries for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons is, I think he's good to go for this game. Let's see. Cam Johnson's ruled out. D'Angelo Russell's ruled out. Cam Thomas. I'm playing Saturday's game. That was Saturday. That was a long time. How long is Cam Thomas going to be out for? It looks like Cam Thomas is out for a while, guys. So there's going to be Ben Simmons, Keon Johnson, Zaire Williams, Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this game for the Nets. I really don't. I think they've been playing bad, guys. They've been playing bad. They've lost 3 in a row, haven't scored 100 points in any of them. They're at Utah on Sunday. The Nuggets are off a really nice win against the Clippers. They play at Dallas on Sunday. Probably going to get Jokic back tonight. I can only look up Denver blowout, guys. I can only look at Denver blowout. Let me see what it's at. It's at minus 14 for Denver. Minus 14 and a half. That's the only way I could look, guys. I do lean Nuggets to get there. Over under is only 218 and a half. You know, I think the Nuggets get over that team total. Let's see, what's that team total going to be? 109 plus 7, 116, 115 and a half, 116 and a half. I think the Nuggets get there, guys. I think they do. I think Brooklyn will try to play slow, but I mean, if they get, they could maybe Brooklyn team total under would be a good way to go here. What would that be? That'd be 102 and a half. I don't know if the Nuggets get to blowing them out, guys. It's gonna get ugly. They're gonna probably just, get over just off a principle of a blowout. This game did go into overtime on October 29th. These two teams played each other already. Guys, I don't know if we could try. Let's see here. Denver at home against bad opponents. See if we can find a bad opponent at home for them this year. Damn, they played only good opponents at home this year. That's it. They played Toronto. Yeah, they're BSing against Toronto. I remember that. And they've only played good teams this year at home. I feel like last season they were kind of BSing with bad teams at home. I could be wrong. That's kind of how I remember it, though. Okay, well, I lean under 219, but I like Nuggets team total over, so they could just carry this over by themselves, maybe. It just depends on, so the Nets are going to want to play slow, but the Nuggets are playing faster. It's just going to depend if the Nuggets really want to put their foot on the gas or not, and that I don't really know about that. They might just play slow and just win by 10. So I still lean minus 14 for the Nuggets and then over 219. So that is it, guys. That's the podcast. That's the YouTube show. I appreciate y'all for listening. I'll try to have the show out late tonight, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But all right, I'll see you on the next show.